Hey, Dr. Christianson here. Super excited to share Dr. Saman Rezai with you. And I want to take a minute and just talk about his care, the training that he's had, his experiences, and really his focus on thyroid disease and this whole world of natural hormones that we all work within. So, for starters, I want to get a sense on of all the directions you could have gone, your various interests, to have gone to medical school with a plan already of focusing on natural medicine. That's a that's a cool thing. Not many go that way. So what brought you to that direction exactly?
Really into just exercise and diet, obviously, and having the impact that it's had on my health, and then wanting to like take that further and just expand on what else is out there modality wise to kind of help people improve, and that took me to naturopathic medical school to get exposed to a slew of other modalities that I personally never had any experience with, but was very eye opening. Physical medicine, acupuncture, injection work that I've gotten exposed to. So just other pieces that, beyond just diet and exercise.
That's really neat. And somewhere along the way, you realized that thyroid disease was a big thing that you wanted to make a difference with. And
Yeah, the whole endocrine system, thyroid definitely, with your training, obviously have learned quite a bit of like how to manage, unique cases, getting proper training. So we got some training in school.
and with our systems that we do, it's a straightforward thing when you
Yeah.
really get it down.
At this point, it seems really simple to me. But yeah, at first, I'm sure as you were like sometimes explaining certain concepts and just what you're looking for, don't get lost in certain numbers,
Yeah,
listen to the person, and then that made everything so much easier. Honestly,
that's great.
yeah.
Any memorable cases that come to mind of like transformations? I also want people to get a sense on, what really is possible. How much you really can shift.
The most recent case I think that's been the most touching was a 25-year-old female. She had a thyroidectomy at age 10.
Oh wow, her
Um,
gland was completely removed. And
Completely removed, and so she was already on thyroid replacement. So she's on 200 micrograms of levothyroxine.
hmm,
So she comes in. We do like a full panel of blood work, do some specialty tests. Her TSH is a 247.
247,
247.
247, not 2.47.
It's the highest one that I had ever
Wow.
seen, and at first I was thinking, oh, she's not on thyroid replacement, but then she comes to tell me that she's already taking 200 micrograms
And
of
that's
T4.
that's high dose for most people.
That's a pretty significant dose.
Yeah.
And so then we also come to find out her adrenals are pretty much completely flatlined, and her ferritin is it's non-readable. She's got iron deficiency anemia. So
Wow.
she's about to start teaching her quarter. So she teaches elementary school, and just
Oh
no
my goodness.
energy. And we end up having her take the semester off. We immediately change her over to a natural desiccated thyroid,
Hmm.
2 grain, which is the equivalence of the 200 microgram, and we retest in 3 weeks, and literally her thyroid is dialed in to a 1.78.
Just that change alone.
Just that change.
Wow.
And then the other piece that we had to do was we treated the adrenals, which took a little bit longer, and then we had to do iron IVs.
Hmm.
And
When you're so low, oral just can't always build it up. The IVs are
no,
amazing for people.
absolutely, we had to bypass the gut and kind of just do the IV. And I actually just saw her yesterday, and when I first met her, she was very low, lethargic, just, was crying, at her wits' end. And yesterday she was just a bright light, very bubbly, positive. It was like seeing two different people.
Wow.
And she actually went back to this quarter and she's teaching, and she's just so like brightened up and back to life and living her life, which is so like great to see. So that's probably been one of the most like touching, endearing cases I've had like most recently.
Wow. If you've struggled with fatigue, weight issues, not your thyroid not being right, love to help out. Don't ever think you're stuck with those symptoms because you don't have to be. Dr. Christensen here. Take great care, and we'll talk again soon.